Let's do some sailing.
Welcome to another edition of Sailing with Scott. Today, some friends and I will be sailing aboard Wanderlust, a 2018 Beneteau Oceanus 38.1. We'll sail between 1,000-foot tanker ships anchored near the Port of Los Angeles, Long Beach, California. We're also going to take a quick plunge into the 58-degree water for a refreshing dip and enjoy what the day has to offer. Our route will take us out of Newport Beach Harbor, north along the Southern California coast towards Long Beach and back. Approximately 38 nautical miles round trip. There are two huge 1,000-foot tankers anchored just north of Huntington Beach. Our float plan is to sail between these tankers before easing the sails out and heading back. But first, it's a photo op on the bow, with Otto at the helm. It's slightly rolly, and the breezes are just enough to keep the head sail full and a nice safety net from falling overboard. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to follow along for more sailing adventures on Sailing with Scott.
See you next time!
We keep pushing north along Huntington Beach without a single tack, closer and closer to these behemoth ships. The true wind is 6 to 8 knots, with our SOG at about 5 knots.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait. Wait for better days to come and carry us like waves.
AIS stands for Automatic Identification System, the International Automated Collision Avoidance System. Our instruments tell us the first tanker is the Arietta Lotzi. She's a 1,083-foot long crude oil tanker sailing under the flag of Greece. Her beam is 197 feet. Built in 2022, the Arietta Lotzi has traveled more than 131,000 nautical miles.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive.
The other tanker is named New Wisdom. She's a 333-meter or 1,093-foot long crude oil tanker with a beam of 197 feet or 60 meters. Built in 2011, she's traveled 165,000 nautical miles and has visited 17 ports.
Ready to attack?
Oh, I feel so alive.
3, 2, 1.
As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way.
These tankers are anchored approximately 1 mile from each other, and our one and only starboard tack is going to take us right between the two of them. We're sailing along between 6 and 7 knots, with apparent wind speed just over 12 knots. Clocking around to the northwest, the true wind is fluctuating around 8.5 knots. Any day on the water is always a better day. And these tankers are at least giving us something to look at, sailing right between them. These super tankers are big. Each tanker is more than 3 American football fields in length. Life, put into perspective, and sailing. It sometimes makes you feel a little insignificant. Or as JFK once said, we are tied to the ocean, and when we go back to the sea, whether it's to sail or to watch it, we are going back from whence we came.
It's a nice 8.5 knot gust right there. We're doing 5, 6.
The winds are pretty consistent, with some gusts 8 to 10 knots.
9 knots true.
We split the tankers right in half, with plenty of room, like a half a mile in each direction. But these 1,000 plus foot tankers are super huge, and it puts things into a little perspective. Almost every vessel on the ocean with AIS can be identified, and you can check their routes and track them online with a number of marine traffic websites.
They're looking good. The red ones. Nice. Alright. Nice.
We're always on the lookout for marine life, let alone crude oil tankers. And although we didn't spot any whales, we did see some dolphins doing their own thing and minding their own business. We're heading back after our near miss with the tankers, and thanks to AIS, we're in the loop, aware of our surroundings, with great instruments to have on board. We talked about hoisting our Jenniker, but no one really was so inclined to jump on the idea, so we were all just relaxing. And with the tankers behind us and the wind dying, Jesse decided to jump in the ocean. We lowered the swim step and ladder, and with the boat moving forward under sail at about 2 knots, glad we tossed out a line to drag behind the boat, tied off to a stern cleat. It was something for Jesse to grab onto as we sailed past him. "58-degree water. Nice job, Jesse. And as the sun sets in the west, the wind dies, and with the motor on, we head in. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more videos as it really helps out the channel.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
Any day on the water is always a better day.
When I feel free, free to be me. When I feel free, free to
Thanks for watching Sailing with Scott. See you next time.